But over 25 years, we've seen that over 70% of power has been concentrated in the central government, which is not right. With referendum, the people are able to see that and handle that structural problem. It's one thing to continue to fix a system, but is another thing for the government to listen to it. And with referendum, the people serve as stakeholders to help the government listen to it. Also, referendum allows for accountability. The people become stakeholders, as I've said previously. They are able to see the political processes, understand where funds are going to, and hold the government accountable for their decisions. And it's not a Nigeria that only favors them, but Nigeria that favors us all. Furthermore, with referendum, it preaches the message of diversity. United we stand, divided we fall. And with referendum, cultural barriers are brought down. It is not Igbo, Muslim, Hausa tickets. It is Nigerians. We are seen as Nigerians, regardless of religion, regardless of cultural status. And with this, all of us come together and there is no division, as opposed to the national constitution, in which that says, oh, so and so cannot work together, so and so cannot work together, and there becomes a divide. People debate on simple matters. Also, the referendum allows for political participation. We have election cycles, yes. But election cycles should not be the only time in which citizens are able to share their opinion on political matters. With referendum, there's constant involvement of the people, of the youth specifically. Complaints have gone around that youth are becoming truants now. They are not channeling their energy towards something productive, kidnappings, crime rates, fraud. And this can be amended if we have political participation. If the people feel that, oh, their voices are heard, they'll have no need to turn to these other forms. And with that, we end up seeing the economy growing, not just a few growing, but everyone growing together. Also, referendum brings success and it shows itself as effective. Over the course of 25 years, starting from 1999 to 2023, the Nigerian constitution has been amended a total of 5 times: 2010, 2011, 2017, 2018, and 2022. That's 5 major amendments. Referendum preaches the message, Vox Populi, Vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Thank you.
Well done. Now we will hear from the motion opposer, Danbath Schools. Opening this motion is their representative, Chief Speaker Femi. You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
While referendum provides an opportunity for citizens to directly participate in decision making, they can be flawed and may not always yield the best outcome. Constitutional amendment, on the other hand, involves rigorous and representative process, ensuring that changes to the constitution are considered carefully and widely accepted. With this, I bid a pleasant day to my honorable judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debater, and my wonderful audience. Sitting right before you all is Babasa Femi, a bona fide representative of Danbath Schools, and I am here to oppose the notion which states that Nigeria needs referendum, not constitutional amendments. Nigeria needs amendments to address various challenges hindering the country's progress. You are my points. Amendment is more efficient. The constitutional amendment processes are already outlined in the Constitution and involves elected representatives, making it a more streamlined process. Representation versus direct democracy. Constitutional amendment gives each and every state a voice through elected representatives that are accountable to the people, making informed decisions, reducing the risk of manipulation and misinformation. Next, stability and consensus. Referendum can create confusion, tension, and division, whereas amendment fosters consensus building among leaders. Next, cost and logistics. A referendum can cost billions of naira, new ballot papers, and new systems of government, whereas amendments are less expensive and logistically complex compared to a nationwide referendum. Nigeria's context. The past amendments have shown that the process is more effective in addressing pressing issues in Nigeria, whereas a referendum may not address pressing issues such as insecurity, education, jobs, and so on. Next, checks and balance. Amendment processes involves adequate checks and balance, ensuring accountability and transparency. Expertise. The elected representatives go through necessary expertise to make informed constitutional decisions, avoiding manipulation risks. Amendments reduces the risk of manipulation as decisions are made by accountable representatives. Addressing pressing issues. We all are aware about the issues that Nigeria are facing, such as education, jobs, and insecurity, and so on. A referendum cannot magically solve any of this problem, whereas amendments addresses pressing issues more effectively than a referendum. Next, reducing uncertainty. A referendum can create instability and uncertainty, but amendment provides clarity and certainty. Constitutional framework. The Constitution, a product of meticulous deliberation, has given an outline of amendment processes, making it a more predictable process. Effective implementation. Amendments gives effective implementation of changes, whereas referendum can require additional legislative actions. Avoiding divisive politics. Referendum can make people in the country argue more, fight more, and divide the country, whereas amendments reduces and minimizes the risk of divisive policies, promoting national unity. Lastly, is past success. The past amendments that Nigeria has gone through have shown that the process is more effective in addressing pressing issues, such as the Third Alteration Act 2010 that addressed state creations and revenue allocations, and the Fourth Alteration 2017 Act 2017 addressed the tenure issues of local government chairmen. All these demonstrates that the process is more effective. In conclusion, the amendment and the constitutional amendment shows and improves and addresses pressing issues in the country to foster country growth and processes. Thank you.
Well done, love.
Femi Babasoya, 12 years of age, JS3 student and at Danbath School, Ikorodu, Lagos. Before her, you heard Owoshino Grace of Straitgate High School, Magodo, Lagos. Thus closing the presentation rounds for these two schools.
Indeed, we'll take a short break. When we come back, it will be time to go straight into the rebuttal. It's the 9th season, the last day in this round of 16. It's I Beg to Differ Season 9.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Queen's University Belfast is a leading member of the UK's prestigious Russell Group, the equivalent of the Ivy League, known for world-class teaching, research excellence, and strong graduate employability. Found in 1845, Queen's has a long tradition of welcoming students from Nigeria into a friendly and diverse international community. Located in Belfast, one of the safest and most affordable student cities in the UK, students benefit from modern facilities, strong employer links, internship opportunities, and global career support. Queen's has dedicated scholarships for students coming from Nigeria. Nigerian graduates from Queen's leave with a highly respected UK degree, equipped with the skills and connect.
Hello there, I'm here to tell you about the world-class beverage cans producers, GZI. At GZI, excellence is our hallmark. We produce world-class aluminum beverage cans that meet the highest international quality and safety standards. Our cans are 100% recyclable, lightweight, and designed to keep every beverage fresh while protecting the planet. With state-of-the-art facilities and responsible production practices, we are proudly setting the pace for sustainable packaging across Africa. GZI. Yes, we can.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Welcome back. It is time to hit the ring another time.
The rebuttal round where arguments collide. All right. It's Straitgate High School, Magodo, Lagos versus Danbath Schools, Ikorodu, Lagos. For this rebuttal round, Danbath Schools will go first. And I would reckon they will be represented by Jeremiah Michael.
Jeremiah, you've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
Good moderator, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate and keeper, co-debater, and attentive listener. Right here, Jeremiah American. I'm here to oppose the motion with clarity and conviction that states Nigeria needs referendum, not constitutional amendments. And I'm here to refute on my opponent's point clearly. First thing, my opponent claimed legal legitimate.
Speaking to the mic.
First
you
thing,
can adjust the mic, okay?
First thing, my opponent
don't touch the microphone.
First thing, my opponent claimed legitimacy that the 1999 constitution was imposed by the military. Although the 1999 constitution was imposed by the military, but it has been over 24 years that the 1999 constitution has been in existence. It has been accredited for solving present issues and bringing success to all Nigerians. Next, my opponent claimed that referendum solve problems, but I strongly disagree with you. Now, constitutional amendments can help to solve present issues such as electoral reforms, state police, and unemployment. Because Nigeria has amended this constitution previously, all to solve present issues. Next, my opponent claimed that referendum enhance accountability, but I strongly disagree with you. The elected representative in the House of Assembly are accountable to the people and are better elected to give information about constitutional amendments to the people. Next, what the opponent claimed that referendum preaches message of diversity, but I strongly disagree with you. Constitutional amendments foster national unity, but referendums shatter those unity. A sudden vote can shatter fragile unity. Nigeria with a diverse population and complex history. Sudden referendum will shatter fragile unity, leading to protest and conflict. Next, what do opponent claim that referendum enhance political participation? But I strongly disagree with you. Participation without knowledge is very dangerous. Politicians have the idea and instincts of democracy, not the people. According to National Bureau of Statistics in the year 2022, said that 75% of adults have not read the constitution. This means they don't have knowledge of Nigeria's constitution, and a sudden referendum will lead to protest and other unintended consequences. Next, lastly, my opponents claim that referendum brings success, but I strongly disagree with you. Constitutional amendment also brings success. Think about it. Nigeria constitution has been amended in the past, all to resolve present issues and all have been successful. Including 2010 and 2018. They have used it to redress and address present issues such as electoral reform, state police, and local government autonomy. Some of my additional points are: firstly, referendum is not provided by the current constitution. The 1999 constitution does not explicitly provide for constitution, making it a more complex and continually protection tax. Next, National Assembly has the authority to amend constitution. The 1999 constitution, section 4, paragraph 1 and 2 allow constitution the 1999 constitution, section 4, paragraph 1 and 2 says that the National Assembly has the ability to amend constitution and also make law. Next, national referendum will lead to unintended consequences. National referendum will lead to unintended consequences such as exacerbating cultures, exacerbating ethics, and regional tensions. Next, accountability. Like I said earlier, elected representatives in the House of Assembly are accountable to people to give better information about deliberated amendment. Next is legal legitimacy. The 1999 Constitution, Section 9 allow constitutional amendments and not referendum. Constitutional amendments will address Nigeria's present issues properly, but that referendum cannot do. Thank you.
Well done.
He's Michael, son of Jeremiah.
And only 12 years old.
Only 12 in GS3. Well done. He's from Danbath Schools, Ikorodu, Lagos. He and his lead speaker, Femi Babasonya.
Now we'll hear
from Straitgate High School, Magodo, Lagos, and Chidera Okonkwo.
You've got 4 minutes.
See, we stand at the edge of Nigeria's crossroads. The crossroads between the future we chose and the future that was chosen for us. A document beginning with the words, we the people, yet people were never unasked. Standing on existing protocol, I am Chidera Okonkwo, and I'm here to rebut my opponent's points. My opponent stated that amendments are efficient.
if truly amendments were efficient, why hasn't Nigeria improved? For 25 years, we have used the same constitution. 5 amendments later, where are we? Only instability. You cannot say that amendments are efficient and Nigeria hasn't progressed. We have used these amendments for so long and nothing has changed. You cannot continue to make the same mistakes over and over again, making the same mistakes that our past generations have made without improving. My opponents also stated that amendments allow for stability. Stability in what way? A lot of more stable nations use referendums, not constitutional amendments. Stable nations such as Switzerland, Kenya, South Africa, and many more. They use it to address very important issues, such as Kenya. Kenya had a referendum in 2010, which led to a more united, more stable nation. South Africa had a referendum in 1992, which reduced the apartheid era. My opponents also mentioned that referendums are expensive. Sorry, but in 2023, INEC spent 300 billion naira on elections, while referendums are just one question, one vote. Nigeria loses 14 billion yearly to insecurity, 400 billion yearly to bad corruption. So Nigeria actually loses more money to bad governance than it will ever lose to referendums. Referendums will ultimately generate more money for the country. My point also stated that referendums allow for checks and balances. Checks and balances in what way? And the politicians are still behaving this way? 93.4 million Nigerians registered for the 2023 election. This shows how well Nigerians want to be involved in the process. Doesn't this show political interest, not political ignorance? Lots of Nigerians want to be involved in that process to create a better nation. My opponents also stated that referendums create instability and uncertainty. Uncertainty only comes when you do not educate the citizens. 40 plus countries provide seminars of educating citizens before referendums take place. My opponents also mentioned that it is not allowed in the constitution, and that's exactly why we need referendums, because any constitution that doesn't allow for the citizens to speak is a constitution that has already failed. Nigeria needs to allow for citizens to speak up. My opponents also mentioned that referendums cause division. But can I tell you something? I beg to differ, because you cannot divide what is already divided. Nigerians are already divided because of elections. Some people, even in former elections, some people were voting for President Tinubu, some people were voting for Peter Obi. So you can show that many Nigerians are often divided, and referendums will not cause even more division. My opponents also stated that there are steps for amendments, but this process is too rigorous. That is why it takes so long. With this rigorous process, how well do you expect Nigeria to perform? How long would it take to amend this constitution? Is it when we have died? That our constitution will actually improve? My opponents also stated that referendums may lead to unintended consequences. Unintended consequences in one way. I keep thinking that Nigeria cannot get worse, but it seems to keep getting worse and worse. Why can't we find a new way to improve our country? It's only a fool that make a mistake over and over again. My opponents also stated that referendums holds politicians accountable. Accountable in what way? They're not accountable because it's the citizens that are supposed to create a nation. It is not only the politicians that determine a nation. Nigerian citizens vote for presidents, we vote for governors, we vote for senators. Those are even more complex decisions. Why can't you allow for Nigerians to be able to decide on their national issues? You cannot claim that someone is too young to sweep the house, but say they're old enough to carry the whole building on their head. Since I'll be able to rebut all of my opponent's points, I would like to add extra points. Referendums reduce political violence. In many nations fight because of uncertainty, because of bad governance. But when there's referendums, we know that what is happening in the country is because of us. Referendums allow for every citizen to speak up, to create the nation that they actually want to see. Another point is that referendums are cost effective and time effective because they do not waste time to be implemented. Thank you.
Well done.
Well done indeed. That was Okonkwo Chidera. Excellent exchanges, no doubt, between these two schools. Chidera is from Straitgate High School, Magodo, Lagos, alongside Owoshino Grace, our lead speaker. And they're up against Danbath Schools, Ikorodu, Lagos.
That's right.
The duo Femi Babasonya and Michael Jeremiah. Up next is the closing round. Don't go anywhere.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in-store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi Backup Page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled Obiwezi. That is Obiwezi.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Welcome back. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Join the live streams, like, comment, and share. This is the last match in the round of 16 in this first edition of I Beg to Differ Season 9.
And now we go into the closing round
Right.
of this last match. It's your final shot at persuasion. No new points or arguments count, just a powerful, compelling reinforcement of what you've already presented. Straitgate High School, you are the motion proposers and supporters. You go first.
You've got 3 minutes. Who will close? Chidera, wonderful. You've got 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Can I tell you a story? Something that didn't just happen now, but long ago, before constitutions were written, before parliaments were built. The most powerful voice in any nation was the voice of the people. In every great nation, there comes a time when the silence becomes heavier than words. And in Nigeria, the silence has become too loud for us to ignore. My name is Chidera Okonkwo, and I'm here to close my argument. See, in every great nation, there comes a time when the silence has become too loud for us to ignore. And in every nation moves forward, not because it makes decisions for its people, but because it makes decisions with its people. See, in Nigeria, we're practicing the same constitution for 25 years. 5 amendments later, where has it taken us? We keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. I remember in 2015 when we were promised change, we didn't see that change. So we waited, we hoped, we were promised 2020. We waited 2020, we didn't see that change. Here we are in 2025, and I am still looking for that stability that we were once promised. See, we're always promised the future, we're always promised tomorrow, but we never want to make decisions for today. See, I am here today not to tear down this country, not to insult the country, but to ask a simple question. For how long will we allow 469 lawmakers to depict 220 million voices? If a decision is made for millions of people, why can't those millions of people be the ones to decide? See, in Nigeria, we keep digging ourselves deeper inside the pit, and soon long enough, it'll be hard for us to come out. But if you look to the right, there's a stairwell of success. There's a stairwell to glory. It's referendums. Because referendums allow for transparency. It allows for inclusivity. It allows for every voice of every citizen to be heard. Referendums have been put to the test. Committees in the dust, constitutions on the shelves, all in the same country. See, a nation is like a choir. If only a few people are singing, it sounds disjoint. When everybody's singing together, it creates a perfect harmony. Why can't we create this harmony in this country? See, in a nation, the citizens should be made the authors, not the audience. Citizens should be involved. So I'd like to tell you a story of a girl named Ada. On a bright sunny morning, she held her voter's card like it was a ticket to her future. Did Ada vote? Yes. Was the change made? No. See, there are millions of Ada in this country keep making the same mistakes over and over again. In Nigeria, we keep going around in circles, seem like we do not want to change. Do you know what problem? See, Nigeria is too big for our future to be decided by a table of lawmakers. We need a larger room. We need larger voices. So referendums are not a choice. They're a bridge between the Nigeria we have and the Nigeria that we deserve. So before I leave it today, I don't have a question for my judges, not a question for my audience, not even a question for my debaters. If democracy is truly the voice of the people, how long will Nigeria continue to whisper? Thank you.
Well done.
Chidera Okonkwo, 15-year-old SS3 student of Straitgate High School, Magodo, Lagos, alongside Chief Speaker Owoshino Grace, same class, just a year older. Well done to you, representatives of Straitgate High School, Magodo, Lagos. Time now to listen to Danbath Schools, Ikorodu, Lagos, for their closing argument.
Femi, you've got 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Esteemed judges, we are reminded that Nigeria's strength lies not in the fleeting whims of the masses, but in the carefully crafted institution and processes that has guided us thus far. In the crucible of national decision-making, it is the informed, the considered, and the consensus-driven approach that forces a lasting change. Our constitution, product of meticulous deliberation, has outlined a process of amendments that is both rigorous and inclusive. These adjustments are as reflected in our evolving needs and aspirations. To abandon this framework is to the unpredictability of referendums, is to risk the stability that has been adorned. If a class has I have a question for you. If a class has a problem, do we destroy the old school? No, we simply correct the rules. Therefore, we shouldn't confuse the participation of masses with the wisdom of the elected representatives, nor should we equate the volume of large political groups with the voice of the wise. Our strength lies in unity, a unity nurtured through dialogue, a unity nurtured through representation and the careful balancing of our interests. Let us not gamble with the cohesion of our nation. Let us not be swayed by the allure of populism or the promises of quick fixes. We can't pretend that the referendum with simplistic yes or no can capture the nuanced and multifaceted will of over 200 million people. Instead, let's uphold the process that has guided us thus far, the process of amendments. A process of amendments that embodies the principles of representation, national unity, and progress. If we truly want Nigeria to move forward, what Nigeria needs is not referendum, but a well-negotiated, responsible constitutional amendment. With this, we can be able to weave a future that is worthy of our highest aspirations. Thank you.
What a closing. From a mind so young, Babasonya Femi, 12-year-old JSS3 student of Danbath Schools, Ikorodu, Lagos, accompanied and supported by her Deputy Speaker, Michael Jeremiah, same class, same age. Well done, both of you. Well done. And well done to not just the students of Danbath Schools, Ikorodu, Lagos, but also to the duo of Grace and Chidera of Straitgate High School, Magodo, Lagos. Indeed, it was a fantastic debate. You've handled a constitutional question that even adults struggle with, and you've done it with clarity and courage. It's now in the hands of our judges now. So we hand this to you, judges. What's your verdict? I'd like to take a break. When we come back, you'd hear from Diction Judge Yvonne and the final verdict from all our judges. Stay with us.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Hello there. I'm here to tell you about the world-class beverage cans producers, GZI. At GZI, excellence is our hallmark. We produce world-class aluminum beverage cans that meet the highest international quality and safety standards. Our cans are 100% recyclable, lightweight, and designed to keep every beverage fresh while protecting the planet. With state-of-the-art facilities and responsible production practices, we are proudly setting the pace for sustainable packaging across Africa. GZI. Yes, we can.
Multi-Plan Pathway College is a leading sixth form college in Lagos that empowers high school graduates with the knowledge and skill to secure placement in top global universities around the world. At MPC, we don't just prepare you for university, we launch you into a global future with the highest caliber A-levels, foundation programs, and international test prep. Every student finds the support, opportunity, and results to go from Lagos to the world. MPC, your future starts starts here.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in-store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi backup page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled Obiwezi. That is Obiwezi.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Welcome back. It is indeed brought to you by GZ Industries. It's time to hear quickly from Diction George Yvonne.
Thank you, Femi. I'll start with Straitgate, a high school. There's a difference between input and impute, okay? Input is to enter data. Impute is to attribute blame. So in the sense, when you use that word in that sense, I'm sure you meant data, information, as opposed to attributing blame. Don't say comprise of. Say comprise without of, okay? Also, say apartheid. Apartheid, not appetite. Apartheid, okay? Not appetite. Say debaters, not debaters. Debater, okay? You have a debater, a co-debater, not a co-debater. Use complex when referring to a structure. This is a complex, okay? But something can be complex. When it's complex, it's difficult, it's intricate, and so on. And to you, Danbath, I will say rigorous, not rigorous, okay? Rigorous. Say expertise, not expertise. Expertise. Also say we all are aware of, not we all are aware about. You are aware of something, not aware about it, okay? Say clarity, not clarity, clarity. Say divisive, not divisive, divisive. Local government chairman, not local government chairmans, okay? Local government chairman. Success, not success, success. Don't say although and but in the same stretch of sentence. Although, but no. Okay? You either say although or you say but, because both of them perform the same function. So pick one. Say bureau, not bureau. Bureau. Exacerbate, not exaggerate. Exacerbate. Okay? I've got a little more time. So please pay attention to the subject-verb agreement rule. All right? You have to. I know you're still young. With time, you'll get used to it, but pay attention. Don't say can be able. Can or will be able, but don't say can be able, because can and be able mean the same thing, okay? And on that note, Femi, I'm done.
Now for the verdict. For the presentation round, Judge Ama scores it. Kings and Queenies, Straitgate 9, Danbath School 10. Judge Ufoma scores it. Straitgate High School 8, Danbath School 10. Chief Judge Chike scores it. Straitgate High School 8, Danbath School 10. It's a total of 25 points to Straitgate High School and 30 points to Danbath School. 5-point lead at this point for Danbath School. Second round, the rebuttal round. Judge Ama scores it. Straitgate High School 10, Danbath School 8. Judge Ufoma scores it. Straitgate High 10, Danbath School 7. And Chief Judge Chike scores it. Straitgate High School 10, Danbath School 8. It is 30 to Straitgate High School in the second round and 23 to Danbath School in that round. It's 30 to 23, meaning at this point it is 55 to Straitgate High School and 53 to Danbath School. Straitgate lead by 2. Closing round. Judge Amas calls it Straitgate High School 10, Danbath School 9. Judge Ufomas calls it Straitgate High School 10, Danbath School 9.5. Chief Judge Chike calls it Straitgate High School 10, Danbath School 9. It's 30 to Straitgate High School and 27.5 to Danbath School here. Meaning 85 to Straitgate High School and 80.5 to Danbath School. Diction scoring: Straitgate High School 10, Danbath School 8 for your winner. By unanimous decision, 95 to 88.5 points. Congratulations to the duo of Owoshino Grace and Okonkwo Chidera of Straitgate High School, Magodo, Lagos.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Introducing So Clean Pink Detergent, Nigeria's first pink detergent innovation, specially formulated to make your clothes look and smell amazing. It's with 2 times perfume, so every wash releases a burst of long-lasting fragrance. It's soft on clothes with color guard that leaves your colored clothes vibrant and bright. So Clean Pink delivers great cleaning while treating your fabrics to a touch of luxury. Feel the pink with So Clean, the #1 pink detergent.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.